Last week, I talked about the word connect and how to connect to God is more of a relational connection than like an application connection and like actions and stuff. Shh. Okay. Now, this week's word is grow. So after you connect to God, how do you grow with God? And I feel like it's a hard word because the way you want to grow is like, oh, well, I'm going to just do this stuff because that's what everyone else does. Like, I'm just going to get up and read my Bible because that's what really cool people do. And it's not that obligation. It's not that. Like, you want to grow in God. And if that is a relationship, it should mean more than just obligated actions. So basically, if you think about it, if God is wanting a relationship with you, then it is a relationship, which is like mind-blowing, I know, but if you're, in school, you see someone over there that's kind of cute, right? And you're interested in them, you go over, you talk to them, you learn, you kind of eavesdrop a little bit, you stalk them a little bit, don't deny it. But no, you gather information, you put work in, you put time in. And then when the time comes, you're like, oh, their favorite snack is like hot Cheetos. You sit next to them in class one day and you're like, hey, you want some of this? I have too much and I just happen to have too much. And they're like, oh, this is my favorite snack. I think I love you. Take notes. But no, that's how it goes. You put time and you put effort and you learn about them. So when you're trying to connect with God, you take time. You put time and you put effort and you learn. You don't wake up and read the Bible because it's obligation. And I'm really guilty of that. I get up in the morning, I read my Bible, not because I want to be close to God, but simply because it's what you're supposed to do, and then I rush through it to get to school, right? Today, actually, I was in practice cross country. No one else is in. But I'm injured at the moment, which turned out to be a blessing today because I ran and I was running with the team, and the coach was like, all right, after you get to this point, you need to walk back. I'm walking back alone because I'm crippled and no one else is. And I had time to just talk to God because I was tired and was kind of stressed out about tonight because it's kind of weird to have all these eyes on me and I didn't feel like I could face it. And in that moment of talking to God, just being vulnerable and giving Him my time, I felt more close to Him than I have with all this other time of months of just reading the Bible and stuff, because it's obligation. I'm doing it because it's what people have told me to do. It's what you're supposed to do. Just like in a relationship, when you kind of stalk them, to learn their favorite snacks and stuff, you gotta put your time into God. You gotta learn. You gotta read to understand Him. You gotta learn His favorite snack, That's what you gotta do. I don't want to find myself in the next few months at the same place I am now. And if I'm just doing things because the person on stage says to do it, I'm not going to gain anything from that. I have to take time and just go for a walk and talk to God. I might have homework. Oh well, God should be above that. You take time to go casually hang out with other people, so you should take time to casually go out and hang out with God. So keep in mind, just in the next few months, where do you want to be in your relationship with God? And if you want to grow, really try to think about what that means and what you need to sacrifice and put into that.